Alright everybody, we're back here at Lone Star Grillz. We're getting ready to do another cook video for our 20 by 30 inch offset smoker. Today, it's all about beef. We're going to focus on beef brisket, and we've got beef plate ribs here. These are the big dino ribs. This is the short rib that hasn't been cut in half. So this is a full rack of plate ribs here. So we're going to do beef ribs and beef brisket. So we've got a 12-pound brisket here. We've got prime brisket and we've got prime plate ribs. Everything we're going to cook here tomorrow is going to be with this rub right here. This rub is what I go to. This is my go-to Texas rub, or my go-to beef rub. I call it my Texas style rub. Basically, 2 parts turbinado sugar, 1 part kosher salt, 1 part black pepper, and then just a dash of garlic powder at the end. I like turbinado sugar more than brown sugar, or better than brown sugar, just because it's coarse. It doesn't clump up like brown sugar will. It's easy to put in a shaker. And if you're using this on the grill, it's not going to brown on you like a brown sugar will. So it's a little bit better for a high heat or for a really long smoke. So we're going to go ahead and get this rubbed here. We're actually not putting this on till the morning, but we're going to go ahead and get this rubbed up here real quick. Again, 1 rack of the beef plate ribs or beef short ribs. We're only going to rub the top on this one, just because the bottom's got the membrane and there's really nothing there to get on the bottom. No added flavor or anything. So we're going to just generously coat this. Get a nice even coat here on this.
Yeah, okay.
One important thing here when we're talking about barbecuing, smoking, cooking is starting out with the best possible ingredients you can start with. Like I said, this is prime brisket. You know, you don't have to buy prime brisket. This does cost more, but I tell everybody, you start out with the best possible ingredients that you can afford. You take a look at the marbling in this. This is the bottom side of this. We did trim off the fat off the bottom here. We've left all the fat on the top, but just take a look at that marbling and how even that is throughout the brisket there. So that is one of the keys to success, you know, having the best possible ingredients to start with, and then obviously having the best possible equipment to cook with, which is obviously a Lone Star grill smoker. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this brisket. We're going to generously coat the bottom first. We're going to let this sit all night tonight. It's about 8 o'clock at night here. We're going to let this sit tonight. We're going to refrigerate it all night long. And then we're going to get started early in the morning. This happens to be a 12-pound brisket, and those ribs are about 5.5 pounds. So this brisket tomorrow is going to cook approximately 1 hour per pound at 225 degrees. And then we're going to cook the beef ribs for about 9 hours total. Same temperature, 225. Like I said, I didn't trim anything off the top. The fat cap on the top of this brisket was fairly even. If I happen to grab a brisket that doesn't have an even fat cap, then I will try and trim it up so that it is a little bit more even. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to buy a prime brisket or a Wagyu brisket, but it does help. Again, buy the best that you can afford. That way you're not starting out at a disadvantage. So nice even coat on the top, nice even. Got all those surfaces coated nice and evenly. Rub that in just a little bit. Just a little bit more. And that's it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to wrap these up in foil. We're going to put these in the refrigerator, and we'll check back with you in the morning when we get ready to put them on the smoker. Alright, we're back. It's about 6 a.m. the following morning. We're getting ready to get the pit going. Again, this is our 20 by 30 offset smoker. We got it set up for the gas assist today. This is not a gas smoker in any way, shape, or form. This is just the gas assist log lighter. Kind of show you what we got here. It's a little dark out here, but we got a bed of lump charcoal, We have a couple of splits of wood here, and then we've got a little bit of paper in here that we're going to light to get the gas assist started. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick and kind of show you what we're going to do here. Come around here, open up our gas. Now we got that thing going. We'll let this go for about 20-30 minutes to get this pit heated up to 225, and then we'll be ready to put the food on. Be back in just a minute. All right, it's 6:30 in the morning, exactly 30 minutes after we started. Good clean smoke. True Tail's reading just over 225. We got Flame Boss set at 225. For some reason, the LCD is hard to read here. There we go. It's not a requirement to run this pit with the Flame Boss. It just so happens that I'm at work here. It's really, really hard to keep an eagle eye on it all day long. So if I get busy and tied up, this help makes up the difference for it. Got a nice bed of coals. Got a couple of splits in there going. And we got our brisket here. We're gonna go ahead and get that brisket on, and we'll show you once we got it on the pit. And here we go. 12-pound brisket in place. And you can see here, we got plenty of room for another 12-pound brisket on that bottom rack. That's one thing I wanted to do this video for, is just to show you how much room we have on this 20-inch pit. It's unlike any other 20-inch pit out there. So we'll go ahead, close this up. We're gonna come back and check on it at about 9:30 when we put our beef ribs on. Want to show you real quick, we're using this hot plate to preheat our wood. Today we're cooking with a mix of post oak and red oak. These are full-size splits cut in half. So we're gonna use 1 to 2 splits every 1 to 2 hours today, cooking at 225. So we'll come back about 9:30 and check on this. So we just got these beef ribs on. It's a 5.5-pound slab of beef ribs, and then there's our brisket. After about 3 hours, already taking on a really, really nice color here. So we're gonna close the door. We're gonna let this go till about 6:30, about another 9 hours here on this cook, and we'll come back and check in once we take it off. All right, here we are now. It's about 6:30 in the evening, so this has gone on for 12 hours now. We've been cooking brisket. Ribs have been going for about 9. Get a shot here of that clean blue smoke. Been running this cook at 225. With the help of the Flame Boss here. We're gonna go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like. So 12 hours on the 12-pound brisket, 9 hours on the 5.5-pound ribs. We're gonna go ahead, transfer these to these 2 full pans, wrap them up or cover them up, put them in the ice chest. These are gonna rest for about 2 hours here. And we'll come back and slice these up, show you what it looks like as a finished product. All right, it's been about 24 hours since we started this whole process here. We've got our beef ribs here we're fixing to slice up. We got our brisket here still covered in foil. 24 hours, that's a really, really long time. This is not a meal that you would just kind of throw together after you got home from work, but with a little bit of prep, a little bit of planning, the right equipment, this is something that anybody can tackle. It's not that complicated. I didn't work that hard at it. Yeah, it took a little bit of time, but not really. It really wasn't that bad. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and slice this up. This is our beef short ribs, beef plate ribs. A lot of people call them dino ribs because they're so big. I mean, that's 5.5 pounds of ribs. Before it was cooked, it's rendered down somewhat. So we'll go ahead and slice this up into 3 portions here and show you what that looks like. So finished product here. Beautiful smoke ring. Look at all the juice inside of there. Perfectly rendered down. These ribs here cooked for 9 hours at 225. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at this brisket here. Really, really important when cooking barbecue, anything. It doesn't matter if you're grilling, it doesn't matter if it's something that's cooked for 12 hours like this. It's really, really important to let it rest. I let this rest for about 2 hours. If I cook a steak, I might let it rest for 10 or 15 minutes. But the most important thing you can do is let this rest for a little bit. You want to let those juices redistribute after you've cooked this. If you cut into it as soon as you pull it off the grill, as soon as you pull it off the smoker, all those juices are just going to run out of the meat. So letting it rest is really, really important. So what we're going to do here, 12-pound brisket. We have the flat, we have the point. Point is where all the fat is. A lot less fat in the flat. So we're going to basically just kind of cut this like almost right here in the middle. If you kind of pick it up, you can see here where the muscle is separated. We're going to cut just a little bit past that right there. Come straight through it. And then just look at all that juice pouring out of there. Same thing with the flat. You can see here where the muscle is separated. This is not all flat. We've got some of the points still on it. What I do when I serve this, when I cut this at my home, which we're in my home obviously, point where all the flavor is, that's where all the fat is. If you go to a restaurant, we're going to call this, or they're going to call this moist, going to call this lean. So when I do it at my house, I split it in half. I slice all of this, I separate it, I slice all of this, I separate that. One thing you want to remember is you're going to slice against the grain. So the rest of the flat here, you're going to slice perpendicular, or parallel, I'm sorry, to that first cut. The rest of the point, we're going to slice perpendicular so that we're always going against the grain. You always want to go against the grain in anything that you cook. But that's it. This has been Lone Star Grillz, barbecue beef brisket, barbecue ribs, barbecue beef ribs. For more information, check us out at lonestargrills.com.